Hey guys, Chris from Nichols Retirement Empire. I'm going fishing today, and I thought I would show y'all, just kind of the trip there and how long it took, and just kind of what all, is involved in the, just the long journey, to get to the boat ramp. But anyway, I guess, we got plenty of time, so I'll talk and just kind of keep y'all busy while we're getting there. This is kind of the time, before I fish, where I can just kind of reflect on things, that kind of deal. It's just some time alone, kind of a deal. So thought I'd share y'all with it, or include y'all in on that time this morning. But anyway, what can we talk about on the trip there? You guys, I am going fishing, and I did tear my bicep. I tore my bicep Friday. Not last week, but the week before. So it has been, no, it was anyway, 2 Fridays ago. So it has been like 9 days or 10 days since I tore my bicep. And man, I'm probably the only person on the whole planet that tore my bicep the way I did it. I'm pretty confident to be able to say that, because what I did is I reached over the side of the boat. I was getting the stuff out of the boat when I got back from fishing, and I reached my arm over like that and braced my arm on the edge of the boat and grabbed the tackle box. Now, if you're not a fisherman, you don't really realize how big and heavy a tackle box can be, because pretty much every time I go to Walmart or near a tackle store or anything like that, I buy at least one thing, and a lot of the stuff is really small, like it may only weigh an ounce, but when you do that like 1,000 times and you put it all in one box, it's not all in one box, but just take my word for it, the tackle box is heavy. Now, I guess I was thinking like I was like in my younger days when I lifted weights and stuff. I'd just snatch that thing up and carry it down to the barn. But no, I reached my arm over, it's my left arm, and locked it out like an idiot. Everybody knows you can't, that's hyperextended. So I locked it out and went to pull that tackle box up, and I heard a pop, and my arm felt like I kept sticking it on the electric fence. It was just, it was the weirdest feeling. And I knew when I did it, I was like, I have ripped my bicep from the tendon, and that's what I did. So I went and looked at it on, you Google it. You Google everything now, whatever happens to you. So I Googled it, and with my right arm and my left arm, I kept waiting for it to really, I'm like, man, this is gonna hurt. At some point, this is just gonna put me in excruciating pain. But it never did. After that initial, kind of wave of weird feeling, it just kind of ached some, and now it really doesn't hurt at all unless I just like press on it or something. It never bruised. It's kind of weird. You could see where the muscle was separated, because there's like a hole right there, kind of an empty spot. But anyway, I went and looked on Google, and it said that it was very rare for that particular muscle to be separated or to be torn, and that the only way you could do it was to have it locked out and have like a direct hit on it or something like that. And I was like, the only possible way in my life that I could have had that injury, I did it like a dummy. So the doctor said that it would gain strength back, a little bit over time, because my other muscles would make up for the loss of that muscle. That muscle is only responsible basically for turning your hand like that. And he tested my strength, and he said most people lose 30 to 40% of their strength turning their arm that way when that muscle gets torn. He said that mine, I'd only lost maybe about 10%. He said it was really unusual. And he said, it's not going to hurt any worse than it has hurt now. You know, it'll eventually quit hurting. And he said you can't damage it. It's tore. You can't do anything else to it. He said you could have surgery. And what was funny is he started off the surgery option with all the surgery horror stories that, you know, basically ended up with death or loss of a limb. And he told me about 3 of those, and I was like, why are you telling me that? You know, I know they're supposed to tell you the, you know, risk and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, he told me that, and then he told me, you know, that he knew some people that, a lot of people didn't have surgery, and he knew people and they lifted weights and they did whatever, and everything's fine. He said, and some people, I've had one guy that didn't have surgery, and he said he's had some issues with it, you know, kind of, what do you call it, where it flexes involuntarily, spasms, you know. He said that it spasmed, but it didn't hurt or anything, but the guy didn't like it spasming. And basically, the way he kind of described everything, it kind of encouraged me not to have, like, if I didn't just need to get that arm back, that motion 100%, you know, like I'm not pitching for the Atlanta Braves. I'm not, you know, I'm not a left-handed pitcher. It's not necessarily that I have 100% strength back in that arm, that so strong arm that I have. But anyway, I told him, well, I said, well, I can tell you right now, I'm probably not going to have surgery. So I got to go in tomorrow in the morning to have an MRI. But I thought I would take today to go fishing to test it out. I did go fish off the beach the other day with it, and it did okay with the reeling. So today I'm going to test it with a different kind of rod and see if it does okay with holding the rod while I reel with the other hand. You got to test stuff like that out. This is really, you know, I'm doing this, you know, for, you know, it's kind of I need to do it. It's not just because I want to go have fun and fish. I need to know before I go to the doctor. It's very important. So anyway, that's what I'm doing on this long journey to the boat ramp and to the tackle store, and I am here. See, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too long, was it? I'm here. I love living down here. See you guys. Yep, that's my tackle store right there, and the ramp is right on down here, conveniently located right next to the tackle store. And it's a Monday morning, so let's see how many people are at the boat ramp this morning. Hopefully not a whole lot. He was out of shrimp, so I had to get mud minnows. I bought a mud minnow trap. I need to figure out how to catch me some mud minnows so I can have some free bait instead of having to buy it. Save you a little bit of money. Oh, there's a few guys down here. Got a few. Beat me to it. Okay. There's the ramp. So, let's make it happen, Captain.